What's going on? What's going on? Welcome to the Queen's Code podcast, guys.
We here.
And gents.
Trying to make this voice sound smoother. Apologize in advance. I'm dealing with some
Got
bronchitis right
the
now.
sexy raspy
No, it's
voice
not
going.
COVID. No, it's not.
But it's not COVID.
How are y'all doing?
We chilling.
I'm amazing.
Chilling.
This little bun.
My moño, my bun. Yeah, when I want to do anything, it just right back up.
It's cute. Compliments your
It
face.
is.
Thanks.
Ah,
Because I usually don't like it, but
And I love this jewelry. Look at you,
you
goddess.
see me a little pizzazz.
yeah, her
pizzazz.
earrings.
Okay.
I've been staring at them. I'm
Yeah, a
like,
little
don't look away.
Your
My-
bracelets match
You've been
you.
glowing lately more than usual.
Yeah.
It's all her vacationing.
What's going on?
It's
Guys,
all the
God,
vacationing.
See how
Stay
it's
ass home.
Take notes. You need to go on a vacation.
I need
Yeah.
to get the hell out of here. I need to get
Yes,
the hell
let me tell
out
you,
of here.
vacations will bring a glow to you, and just
Look
being-
at her. She's talking like, oh, yeah,
She's-
life is
it's a
so
dream.
good.
It's a
I
dream.
promise.
You
You're
could
gonna be on
live the
cloud
dream.
10.
And just being a happy individual. You know?
Yes, that does work.
Happy and glowing.
Happy and
That's
glowing.
what we're doing
It's
here.
so funny because a few people kept saying on my vacation, "Are you with a boo?" And I'm like, "I'm by myself." I'm with my
Why do I need to
fam."
be with the boo?
To be
I
That-
felt like you
glowing. I think
I felt like you highlighted that you were with your fam, so I'm just like,
Yeah.
ain't no man involved
no, because
here.
you know what? That glow,
That
they
glow.
needed to find
They
a reason
attach it
for
to-
Yeah.
It's me.
someone.
I give myself the glow. It's me. I'm dating.
Yeah, we can self-glow. We do that in 2021.
At least when you're truly happy.
You know.
Yeah, a lot of y'all be faking it. That's why y'all
Lord.
flaky and this.
It's not faking the happiness. Anyways, yeah.
Did you guys watch?
Yup. I watched a few things, so
She's like,
whatever
I
you're
watched
gonna
everything.
say,
Yup.
I saw it all.
Did you guys saw these wonderful and crazy outfits for the Met Gala 2020? Met
Oh,
Gala.
yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Met Gala's my favorite time of the
First
year.
of all,
It's
do
like
you guys
Christmas
know
for
what,
me.
What the theme was? The theme of this year?
What I read was American something. You said American Independence or something like that.
That's what it was.
Yeah, I saw some of the concepts did follow theme. Other ones, I'm just
Gotta
like,
love people who follow.
you
a
just
theme.
attended.
Me, I was just scrolling and I was like, the more I would see outfits and I would be like, what's the theme? Like I was confused.
When you didn't tell me, I'm just like, I'm lost. But I
was
like
confused.
this.
I actually saw a meme saying, what was the theme this year of the Met
See?
Gala? So,
That
see?
means people just showed
Not-
up how they wanted
It's
to.
not just me.
It's almost like when you have a themed party and you tell people to wear white and they wear their variation of what white is. And then people show up in red. Like,
Ivory.
that's white?
Ivory.
Ivory,
No, I
eggshell.
don't like that. I think people should respect people's themes. Like,
Yeah,
I love a good theme.
Because photos, it brings everything together.
whole
It's just the
decor.
whole,
I love a good theme.
It's true what you're saying.
yeah, it's obviously there for a reason.
So some people just attend it, but you know what? A lot of designers had their concept, and maybe however it was explained to the celebrity worked out. Maybe the stylist had these different outfits, and nothing worked but whatever they had on.
The
I'm not
style-
gonna lie, American independence, American. That's a hard themed.
That's very wide.
But
Broader, very
if you're
broad.
but the Met Gala is so elaborate, you can literally be as literal or as figurative as you want in your
Abstract.
gown, in your outfit.
Yeah, it's true.
Like
I just saw a lot of glitter.
like the cathedral one or the Catholic one, that one went crazy.
Catholic?
okay.
What's that?
It was like a cathedral, like a Pope theme or something.
Oh, yeah?
Like
They
Rihanna
love doing
hosted that.
Oh, true.
Hosted that one. She
Oh,
looked like
okay,
the
yeah.
priest or something.
But a lot of people did good on that.
All right, so any favorite outfits? Because I feel like a lot of people were carrying like just their own messages, and that was cool.
Yeah, AOC was my favorite. Her dress said "tax the rich."
Yes.
Another older woman, I forgot her name, was my favorite. Her dress said something about women equality.
Oh yeah, I see
And then another one, I forget what the message was, but it was lit. And then, of course, I love myself Bad Gallery. Uh-huh.
Girl.
That girl can rock anything.
I was gonna say Rihanna could put on
amazing.
a mop.
a nothing.
Listen.
And
A
she'll
book.
give you a message about the mop. Be like, that's American.
I have a top 5, and she's definitely on the top 5. My first is Mary J. Blige because I love gold. I love the goddess energy. I love the little
But I
slit
feel like that's her
in the
normal look.
boobie.
So,
But
I know like 4 celebrities that would wear that same dress.
But you know what? I would rather you stay in your lane than try something different and you look weird, like Doja Cat.
but that's the whole point of Met Gala.
Yeah,
is
you
to
go
look
hard or
weird.
go home.
Did you see Doja Cat? What was I
I want to see her.
First of all,
Doja Cat though.
Doja Cat in the VMAs.
I love Doja.
I think I put it in the chat. Doja Cat in the VMAs because she hosted. She was the hostess. Before the VMAs happened, there was a lot of memes circulating about how people were worried because her sense of humor is different. And they're like, okay, Doja, you can't be wilding like you do.
She's not a cow.
On these internets.
What I know about her, the main fact about her, she's not a cow.
But like, I did enjoy like each outfit she wore. She did wear designers. I think one in particular, Avava something from. I think it's Brazilian. I could be totally wrong, but it looked like Portuguese when I was reading it. I just loved what she was wearing.
Rihanna and Mary J. Blige. The reason why I really love their outfits is because, first of all, Rihanna is the coat. The Balenciaga coat was dope. But once she removed it and she was like after party vibes, we could see her little booty.
It was typical Rihanna.
Typical island
I was here.
gal.
I'm like, I haven't seen you in anything sheer in a minute, lady.
Why she got a hat on her head? I mean, a chair.
Dude, that's what. That was a runway look. That was a runway look that she adopted.
A chair as a cat.
I forget which.
What did she walk? Okay, I'm having a hard time.
You're American. You're free. You're independent. You can wear a chair as a hat. That's the message.
You know it. Figure of speech.
Hey,
via fashion.
She just broke it down how I'm or whatever. Doja Cat does. I just feel like she does whatever.
Well, those were her looks for the VMAs, so like that's a totally different.
Oh wait, okay, so this is a different look.
But we used to see her crazy looks. I really like Yara Sahidi, who is an actress in Grownish.
Oh yeah, Grownish.
I love her in general. Like just follow her.
Her look
just
was really nice.
She's hilarious.
She's educated. She's smart. She's pro-black.
Extremely.
Her mom is gorgeous. She looks like she's a mom. Her
she's
mom's
her
crazy.
twin. Yeah,
they're like sisters.
They look just alike.
So that was definitely one of my favorite looks, and it was a tribute to Josephine Baker, which I thought was that black excellence. When we reference to people, iconic people. That's what I want to see. That's this type of message, and I felt like it was a great idea. She had a vision, and she had a whole staff and team to help her. Yeah, and that was really cool, and she looked gorgeous. And Kendall Jenner was in Givenchy, was showing all her body too. A lot of nudity on this red carpet.
And it was sexy. A lot of them look so good.
Yeah. And I just want to say, I feel like we have reached, but you know what? Let's ask the question. Have we reached a point where it's okay for women to be bold, to be confident and naked in the street?
I'm going to say no, but no one's stopping them. They're going to do it. Like we reached a point where women do it anyway, or some. Because
so you say no, it's not okay.
Like we haven't reached a point where it is okay, where people are fully and freely comfortable. Because people are gonna say whatever they want. It's always based on their comfort level of what they want to see. When you can easily just scroll, it's like, oh no, I'm looking at this, I don't like it, I must comment. Just look away. But we're at a stage where people do not care that we're not at a certain point. They're not waiting for that. They're taking it. So they're doing it.
Like, we see this red carpet and we're like, oh, that was cool. That was nice. She wore it. That was dope. But then few weeks later, we go to the club, we go to a cocktail event and where regular people reunite. You know what I'm saying?
And the sheer panels are a little too much.
It's very sheer.
I don't know. Hair, I feel like hair in Miami, it might be different. Obviously, I don't know if that's universal, but I feel like I see naked girls all the time, or they barely are wearing anything. To me, I don't even notice it because
it's so common.
It's so common here. So
hold on. Okay, you wearing a sexy dress is very common in Miami. Women wear sexy dresses. They do that every night, every single day.
They wear a lot of
They're
sheer
in
things.
Tongs at the Fontainebleau where there's kids around.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a fact. However, I noticed that showing your titties, showing your nipples, that's not something that people have always done. But I've seen it more and more where women are just feeling freer and freer. Now, what I want to know is, Is that okay though? Is it okay for, let's say, okay, my young cousin to go to prom with a see-through dress because it's in?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Your young cousin who's 17 or 18.
Yeah, 17, 18, you know, that borderline age where she's almost
Just
major, but she's not. And is it okay? Like, that's what I'm asking myself, because when I'm seeing all these titties around, remember Nicki Minaj did it, and before that, way before that, was it? She was imitating. She had an outfit. I don't remember the red carpet, but she had literally her breast out with like just
something
pasties.
covering the nipple,
She
right?
was covering
like
the nipple.
Little
though.
Kim.
Was it
Little
was,
Kim,
Wasn't
there
she
you
paying
go.
homage to Little Kim?
Yeah, she was.
There you
Okay.
go. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, you know, the young generation, they're just, you know, inspired by stars,
feel
artists.
like-
So is that a good thing? Rihanna was naked years ago.
But think of someone like
and it was
Cher.
amazing, by the way.
Cher was like
Cher was
the building. She was
setting
like the
tone
foundation.
and the
But
foundation.
who followed Cher? Who went to the club looking like Cher? Nobody.
I don't
think
know.
there was I think there was a few, but
You know
it
what?
wasn't.
We were not in the
it
club.
wasn't so
No.
known. There were women doing certain things, you know, dressing similarly, especially fans, whatever. But of course, they were the pioneers, the brave ones who did not care what society felt. But it was just more like taboo back then. Now you're seeing people who are like, I don't care what y'all think, and I'm gonna do it anyway. Now this is like a topic where you have to unlayer, because like you have young girls now who are looking up to the celebrities, to their idols in some way, shape, or form. You can't stop them from idolizing someone because their freeness and their ability to be confident in their bodies and who they are. Like, look at Lizzo. She's fabulous in who she is.
Love
Unproblematic,
Lizzo.
but people see a problem with her because of her size.
Exactly.
You know, it's not
Love
comfortable to their standards.
That's my thing.
And it be the people who look like tree monsters that have a lot to say. I'm like,
Tree monsters.
anyways, but there's
Love
also
Lizzo.
like, if we lived in a perfect world where young girls could see their idols and dress accordingly, and they wouldn't be fetishized, sexualized, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe cool, but now we got to think about the men who like that, because
Exactly.
they're adult. They're technically adults now.
They're young and they're doing it. It's already enough
You know what I'm
creepy
saying?
people in the world.
So like on one hand, I'm all about do whatever you want. It's your life, but you also got to take into consideration your safety, unfortunately.
Some people do feel offended when they see a little bit more nudity than usual. So
Right.
my question is, how comfortable are we feeling as women when we see another woman showing maybe more than usual?
I'm extremely comfortable.
I do not mind. We got the same thing. I'm lady, you want to show out, do your thing. I might look though, but my bad. Like, oh
good.
shit, she-
I'm looking back. Oh, you're showing it. So
Yeah.
It's like, cause it's always gonna catch you by surprise. Like, dang, you really ain't got nothing to do with me. I didn't miss a bill payment looking at her or
And
her
also,
dressing that way.
Don't you feel like nudity could be more accepted depending on like you said, like the look, like how you look? Are you a Lizzo or are you Kylie Jenner? Kylie Jenner was literally almost naked on the red carpet at the Met Gala. She was wearing this Givenchy see-through outfit. We could see her booty, her tiny booty, by the way.
Tiny.
And you know, it's like, okay, is it okay for her to show because she ain't got a lot to show?
But do you guys
So it
remember
doesn't-
that teacher?
She doesn't have a lot body, like curvature wise, so it doesn't
Yes,
seem
seen
like a
as,
lot.
vulgar. But do you guys remember that teacher who would wear like pencil skirts?
Yeah, I know.
and,
I was just about to
and,
say that.
I guess a tight shirt but she was extremely curvy, so they had a problem
Slim,
with her.
big old hips, booty.
Oh my gosh, she was just built. What?
And the question is always asked,
what
is
do
this
you want her to
appropriate?
put on?
Exactly.
But they
Their
thought it was
jacket.
They don't
inappropriate.
want. They don't
were
want her
complaining-
shape to show.
Yeah, they were complaining about her body, but if a woman who was built straight put that same thing outfit on, they would have no problem.
So I have a question for both of you guys, because just like me, y'all have a nice little booty, okay? Nice little curves, nice little waist
we got
and all.
booty and curves. Mhm.
So I want to. Some don't, you know what I mean? So I just want to know, like, have you ever been in a place where, not a place, like in just a moment where you're getting dressed for an event? I don't know, it could be something maybe a little bit formal, and you just feel like, you know what, I can't wear that because of my figure.
all the time. all the time.
See?
Not gonna lie.
I feel
or
like
if I wore too short of a dress and I'm like, oh, my thighs.
not necessarily short, but maybe closer, reveal. I would say curves revealing, not necessarily like your skin, but your shape though.
But it's gonna show what. So what I was gonna say is that if I'm getting dressed and I realize something is a little shorter because my butt has lifted it up right in the back a little bit, or my legs are showing a little bit more, and it's already a form-fitting dress. Of course, now I'm like, I don't really want to wear this because my thighs are hanging out.
Your thighs are gonna intimidate.
So sometimes my rule of thumb for myself going out is like, okay, well, you're showing legs, maybe you shouldn't show stomach, or you should. But I've kind of been getting away from that. I'm more of a person who dresses for comfort, but I've been now more confident and more comfortable, like showing a little bit more skin. If it's tight, oh well. So, but before I did, I'd be like, depending on the environment, because you already know you're gonna have eyes looking at you.
Yeah.
Male eyes.
Both women and men.
Yeah, true.
Because not every like.
I feel less uncomfortable if it's a woman. Let's say a woman is hating on my body. It's two solutions. She's either going to support, either going to hate. If she hates, I don't care. If she supports, okay, cool, love you.
Yeah.
But if it's a man, I'll feel like he's looking at me
Gawking
like I
and
was
just
naked, and that's
like a piece of
uncomfortable.
Depending on what I'm wearing, if a guy's looking at me, I'm like, you're looking because you can. I'm out in public, right?
Yeah.
Don't disrespect me though. Whatever comes out your mouth, be careful. Because whatever comes out my mouth, you better not get offended. And that's what a lot of men are not ready for. They like it's always well you got that on. What do you expect? And guess what?
What do you
expect? You said something disrespectful.
Something.
What did you expect?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, don't dish out something you can't take. With women, it doesn't matter. I've actually became the opposite. Since I got the job that I got, the baggier my clothes are like the sexier I feel. Okay. Like if my shirt the shirt gotta fall right and the joggers gotta fall right. I feel so damn good in it. I don't know why.
It's the joggers.
Oh my God, I love me a good pair of joggers.
Listen, I used to date this guy.
I love both
back in the days
ends of the spectrums.
When I used to live in Paris, and so French Guyanese like me, but he was living in France for a while, and so we would go to like restaurant or whatever, and one day I had this dress. It was like a tunique dress, so like a dress right above the knees. Nothing too crazy. It was not like a bodycon dress, like completely like tight. It was kind of flowy, but it was marking my waist, and it was red. And he told me, the guy at the time told me, I don't think you should wear this type of color because of your shape. It's too revealing.
And the red is going to bring more
attention. I think that he was a short-sized guy and that he had issues with people looking at him and next to someone his size or whatever. So that was not really the issue. But I just want to say...
Sorry, sir.
I'm sorry. That's my interpretation of the situation. You know what? I'm not sorry. That's my interpretation of the situation. And I was just... And that just made me feel like, as a woman, do you have to watch how you're dressing because of how your man is going to look? How many women go through that? How other women are going to feel? How your mother-in-law, how your sister-in-law, how your... You know what I'm saying?
You know what's so funny that you bring up that point? So I was saying I've been watching Black Love, and Kirk Franklin's wife, they've been married for so many years.
Love them.
Yes. Such an amazing couple. And she goes... I guess he didn't realize how conservative she was. He was like, I want the girl in the bikini. And whenever he goes, he's like, I love shopping for her. But whenever he would go shopping for her, he's like, because he's into style and fashion. He's like, she's like, yeah, you know how there's two types of husbands, one that wants you to cover up and one that wants you to show it off? He wanted me to show it off. He was like, just a little skin, Right.
Oh, man.
So I just think it depends on the man you're with. And like, that could be a topic of discussion, because what happens if you're a lady that loves to show your body? Like, what, you're going to cover up all the time because of your husband? Obviously, there's going to have to be some
I hope that was a conversation before they got married. Like,
I hope that's
he
a conversation.
knows that she is very expressive.
Because you met her a certain way. I'm sure if this is her natural way of dressing,
she's not going to change just because y'all married.
You were attracted to her because she had an appeal about her.
Yeah.
I feel like the more we see, when we see nudity like that, especially on the women's side, I think it's kind of like a scream for just an affirmation of freedom, of empowerment. And I think it's great, but I'm not sure if the whole world is really taking this message
No, they're not.
that way.
The
Not the
thing
whole
about
world.
freedom of speech is people think they can take it and run wild with it. So as there's women who dress or express themselves accordingly because of they feel they want to feel free, they want to feel comfortable, they want to feel just them without the validation of others. Freedom of speech lets people voice their unnecessary and unneeded opinion. Oh, it's a free country. I can say, like, if she's dressing that way, I could say what I want about it. I mean, but you don't. You don't have to. Why is there so much hatred in your thoughts?
Yo, like,
Why is there
there's
something
so much,
negative all the time?
There's such a level of body shaming when I read through comments.
Because the thing is, even if you're showing your body, but your body's not a certain way, you get a lot of hate for it.
Exactly.
Why is she?
Kendall won't get hate because, one, her body is small. So it doesn't seem like a lot is happening with the revealing. Put that same dress on Megan, tabloid's gonna be talking.
By the way,
Comments gonna be
talking about Megan, I was so disappointed about her.
Yeah, it was very
outfit.
simple.
It was looking like,
I wonder if she did that on purpose so people
it
could talk
doesn't
about her.
look like
I think
her.
it was a stylist.
I feel
Maybe
like
it was her. I don't know.
I have the impression that she was like, you know what? It's the Met Gala. Let me, get classier. Let me get less me because before that outfit, I scrolled down on her time. Her
Yes,
feed.
she's the silver.
all
She's
the
always
outfits, it's like it's giving sexiness, it's giving boldness, it's giving I don't care, it's giving I know I'm hot.
Right.
And then on the Met Gala, it was a whole. First of all, it changed
seemed
her
so
whole energy.
It seemed so. It really did. You realize that through the photos.
Clothing will change energy, bro.
Energy for. I mean, we know that as women, when we get dressed up, how we feel,
it changes your whole mood,
your aura. That's why it's always good to dress to impress and make yourself feel good.
That's right.
But, it did, and I was wondering, like if she was just trying a different thing, but it really did because I almost didn't recognize her. I was like, oh, that is.
Yeah. When I saw it, I was like, oh, nice.
I don't know
That's
how I
it.
feel about it. I'm just like, well, maybe she's just so hard with
I wanted
everything
more.
else that she was just. I was like, did she go last minute? Like
They should have dropped a 50-foot tool train on that dress, and I'd have been like, yup, there we go. Welcome to the Met Gala.
Yeah. Ooh, that
Just drop a long behind train out of some random behind material and
It
call
did
it America.
even her pose. You're so right. Was like very.
Yeah, it was delicate print.
Yeah,
proper.
but in that dress, yeah. But
Very elegant.
so can we ever like get to a place where everybody can show out, and still not be sexualized and
I don't
be
think that's
seen
the
as,
world.
I feel like
that's not the reality of the
only
world.
celebrities can do it then.
Well, they're in the limelight for that very reason.
Exactly.
And they have a platform to change minds or to
Are they changing minds though?
listen. We've gotten to a place where we're a little bit more open because Miley was all about free the nipple. So we're getting somewhere.
All right, I have a question for y'all. Talking about nipples, about bra, boobies. Do you guys feel comfortable without a bra everywhere?
Yep.
I do.
Good. I don't.
I don't wear them.
If someone is looking at my titty, my
The
nipples, I'm
only
like,
reason
don't
I
look at
will
me.
cover it up is because of the rings I have, and if I'm going to
Ooh.
a certain,
You got rings?
if I'm going to a certain environment, I'm like,
Oh yeah, I
just
can't
gonna-
see these.
On both? On both?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm sure.
I ain't got enough.
You
so
wanna
it don't
see it too.
even
You wanna
matter.
see it
Oh
too,
no,
right?
we gonna see that later. We gonna see that later, so it don't matter.
Love.
Nah, I don't got enough to make
I
anyone
honestly-
uncomfortable. So
And even before I got my breasts done, like I just never wore a bra. Just it was small boobs, like just free.
Yeah.
and that's the thing, it's free. Why am I doing it? It's hot outside.
First of all,
I ain't got nothing there.
It feels like I'm suffocating in those things.
I think it's probably because of my background, I guess. Like, all right, I was born in French Guiana where you see people in naked. You see, first of all, American Indians in my country, they don't be wearing nothing.
They don't believe in clothes.
And they're like, you could see them and like it's a normal thing.
Yeah.
However, like it is a French country, and then you have the influence of France and whatever. And I think one thing I remember is that when I first moved to Miami, the first year that I went back for vacation in France, I kind of adopted the Miami lifestyle in terms of like fashion and stuff. And so I was wearing tight dresses, not necessarily like trashy stuff, but much more sexier. And so when I went back to France, I was invited to a party, and then I went to events and stuff. I would wear something. So I was wearing something that was below my knees, but just very tight and curve revealing. And I got harassed on the way in the metro.
Really?
In the club. When I was in the club, literally in the club, I couldn't dance without having a round of guys just looking at my butt, making me feel like,
Oh my God.
if I'm wearing that, all I want is sex. That's the vibe I got from this
I've
man.
never seen anybody with a
Very
dress
simple
on.
minded.
And I just want to say, Miami, we are like that. But I'm sure that how I felt at this moment in France, I'm sure that in other cities in this country, someone wearing something just tight, not necessarily skin revealing, but just curves revealing, would, just have men going crazy.
Especially if that's not a norm in that environment, obviously, and they're used to. Because we dress up. Like,
Yeah, so that's why when I see women showing nudity as something, okay, let's normalize it. I'm like, yes, because
I feel like
hate
Instagram has normalized nudity.
I went to a pharmacy in France for a COVID
To
test,
a degree.
and I had a grown
I've never
man.
seen so much naked people.
Grown men. I was in the jeans. They were grown men looking at me like, oh yes, baby, like left, right, left, right. And I'm like,
wait, where? Back home?
no, yeah, in France, this summer, yeah. So she's okay. So like,
yeah, her face.
I'm between because I'm
just so lost.
But I don't get it. So I'm a little confused. I thought it was normal for nudity to be done there, but then when you went back home and you were wearing
ain't in the 1800s or dresses.
That's what I want to say.
Here.
I want to say, don't think that because of what you see from French movies, where you see
that was like
pubic
1800s.
hair or people naked in the movies in the cinema.
Yeah.
That's the image that people get from French people, but they are actually uncomfortable when they see a big booty, for example.
Oh,
Women and men.
You're just talking about the body. Okay.
Yeah, the body shape. For example,
I
even
understand.
I have friends in real TV in France. They are criticized because of their shapes, their curves. If you,
because most of them are slender.
I mean, I don't know if I would say most of them, because France is like there's the French Caribbean. The French Caribbean is part of France. So in French Caribbean, you see more curves.
Right.
So it's a certain type of people who are more linear in their shape. You know what I'm saying?
That was a nice way.
I was not trying
You
to
said
be
a
shady,
nice
guys.
word for that.
I said
Yeah.
linear.
Tactful.
Very.
So I'm just like,
God.
all right, it's cool to see all these women proud and showing out, but then is it for me, who is like a normal person, is it when I'm in the street, is it okay for me to adopt this type of
Depends
fashion?
what city you're
I mean,
in.
that's a personal conviction.
Personal, and depends, honestly, as far as how you're being viewed. I just feel like it's the environment you live in. Like, so someone like me, I'm desensitized. I see women tight, nothing, I barely notice it. But obviously, if I'm in a different environment and I may go out and I have a certain outfit on and nobody else is dressed like that, and all the eyes are on me, of course I might feel a little different, because I'm like, dang, I'm outside of my element and this is not the norm in this environment.
Yeah.
So it just, honestly, it just depends.
And even you, for example, as a trainer, because now we're talking about body, the cult of the body, working to get a better body. Do you feel like as a trainer, if you were showing, for example, on your Instagram, let's say you would always post pictures of you training in a bikini, showing your boobs, showing your thighs.
I have more followers.
I was just gonna say, I'm like, have
clients,
followers.
though, and
for
clients,
sure
though.
have more followers. And there's some.
Are you okay with that?
So I had a very hard time when building my page and thinking about the image that I wanted to represent. I obviously view my career as being very professional, and I didn't want to cross, right, for me personally, the line of exposing too much and taking away my knowledge and, from my career. So I decided personally not to do that. One, me and social media were becoming better friends, but I just didn't want to do that. Now I know a lot of women who do, and they do it tastefully, and they're showing a lot of body. And I mean, at the end of the day, you're a trainer, and you are the image, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think there's actually anything wrong with it. I just know that it wasn't something that I wanted to do, and it's actually something I'm becoming even more comfortable with showing more skin. Like I have a lot of bikini pictures and stuff like that, but I just never wanted to have someone zoom in on my butt and record me in a bikini.
Right.
You don't want your body to define who you are as a trainer.
Not fully, no, because it's much more than that, you know. So, you know, I think I'm still learning the healthy balance between both. I don't think there's anything wrong with the women who do use their bodies to attract a certain type of audience.
I was talking with my king one day about just marketing, image, content creation and stuff. And one day he told me, you know, Imara, like if you were showing more of your body because you have a very nice body, that was before the baby, anyways.
You still have a very nice
Girl.
body, yes.
Anyways, whatever. Yeah, moving on. No, just kidding. And he said that you have a very nice body. Like you should, you know, you live in Miami, you should post more pictures of your body. You would attract more followers. And I looked at him, I'm like, well, you must not know me because my whole thing is that I don't want to attract people on my page because of my body. I want to attract people on my page because they like the same stuff that I like. And I don't necessarily like to be naked all the time.
Right.
I don't want to attract a certain type of crowd that is going to like me and my post because they see my butt. And once I talk about like motherhood, for example, or being a boss, being an entrepreneur, they look at me like, yeah, next.
Whatever.
Yeah, where's the booty pic?
Where's the butt?
And and if it's gonna be harder for me to get followers, I'll take the hard way.
Yeah.
Oh no, because then you gain strong followings, surely but slowly. Like that's your core crowd. That's your audience is gonna stick it with you.
And I'm not judging women who are using their body to make that's also a strength, but that's your choice. I feel like it should be your choice. If that's what you want to go for, you should not be bashed for it. If you're good and what you're showing is great, you should not be bashed for it. But it should not be the only reason or the only way to make it, you know?
Because at the end of the day, going back to the question you asked, honestly, it was a very hard thing for me. I was like, but it's not me. Like, I do like showing my body, but it's like, it just felt really weird to just post a picture and like, look at my body. Like, yes. Right, like,
book me.
So I just had to do what I felt. Right, book me. Like,
book me for what?
I just really just felt like I had to do what I feel like I was comfortable with and what I wanted to represent. And that's like me always working out in no clothes. It wasn't something that I wanted to do. Now I know girls who are killing it, who are doing it. And one day I thought about it. I was like, damn, I should have.
Right.
I think there's that girl.
Nah, I think what you do works. Like her page for me was a tease. I'm like, dang. I mean, it's not her, but what I usually look for if I'm looking for a trainer is like testimonies and client results. So if she is posting that versus herself, I'm like, I want her as a trainer. If I'm only seeing the trainer, I'm like, but where are the people you train?
Right.
Because we know you got your body right, but who else have you trained and gotten them right? Because it's harder to try to what's the word I want to use, to like help people help themselves, basically. Yeah. So like I was like stalking your page for months. I'm like,
see how she's coming out now with the truth?
Yeah.
She's
right. I was. Now I was looking for a trainer for so long and something that I can like stick with that wasn't uncomfortable to deal with.
I'll work, you know, there's someone for everybody. But back to body image, Brittany Babe.
Yes. I feel like she's showing her body a lot.
More lately.
She's been showing more and more like her body like all the freaking time.
She's Trinidadian. She's from New York. Brittany Babe.
Yeah. And you know, shout out to her because her body is like.
See, this is what I'm saying. There's nothing wrong because, especially in the fitness industry, like I never thought of her as not being tasteful. She's a beast. She works out really hard, just like that other girl from New York. Her name was Chanel. I think she changed her name back to her regular name. She does it in a way where it's tasteful. I don't just see her ass all day on Instagram. I see her killing workouts. So that's something that I would want to create.
Oh yeah, that'd be dope.
That'd be great, right, for me to get into. But for some women, I've seen it where all
That
I
vibe
see
is
are
dope.
just ass workouts or just bikini. But guess what? It works for them. So I'm just like, you just gotta do what works for you. So, and it
People
depends
too
what you're
worried about
representing.
validation of others. And
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
And also, I'm not gonna lie, but some men do put that pressure on us women. Because when you get a man, you don't want him to be uncomfortable with you when you go out. So even though I used to think it was stupid
Run that back.
for my ex to tell me I can't wear red. But you know what? I would, if that makes you uncomfortable, what am I supposed to do? Sorry. It's not recording?
you went in.
What? I'm sorry.
She's
He's
like,
trying to get your attention. Run that back. If you get with a man, what?
like you don't want your man to feel uncomfortable based off what you're wearing.
Yeah, I'm saying that we get a lot of pressure also
Okay.
from certain men
Yeah.
because of the type of choice that you, for example, my ex didn't want me to wear red. Some guys don't want you to wear heels. Some other guys don't want you to wear too revealing stuff. And I'm saying, even if as a woman with your brain, you're thinking, this is stupid, do you want to make him feel uncomfortable? You're already with the guy. You're going
We go
out.
back to that word uncomfortable.
He's
Keyword.
uncomfortable.
Keyword
First of all, you got me on red. That your ex was uncomfortable that you wore
There's
like
some deeper
red.
issues
You
there.
wore red. I think you should have wore red and be like, I think we should talk about this. If this is your trigger, let's work through your trigger. I'm gonna wear red for you, okay? I'm gonna hold your hand and help you understand that red is just a color.
Red is just a color.
Okay, red. If did trauma happen in the color red, sweetheart?
I'm not gonna lie, that's bananas.
Like I said-
I do understand some men not wanting their wife to, doesn't mean I want that for my life, but some men don't want their wife to be, especially when you're built, I guess, like we say, a certain way. But that, if that's what they've agreed on in their home, then cool.
My thing is, I just
Would you tone it down for your man? Both of y'all.
It depends. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Let me be honest.
Yeah.
Be honest.
If I am dating a guy and we become official and I really like him, and that means if I really like him, I do respect his thoughts.
Exactly.
And that means our
Respect him.
communication is A1. And that means he's listening to me too. I will avoid wearing certain things. But it's gonna stop at a certain point. Be like, you can't tell me a damn thing during Carnival weekend.
Okay.
But I will tone down
Compromise.
at certain
Carnival
events.
weekend, yes.
Carnival
Compromising.
weekend, glitter feather thong.
Glitter, feather, thong, little thingies right here.
You get your revenge
Little
on Carnival.
pasty.
No, it's not
basically.
revenges. I will
cultural
help you,
experience.
help your ego, help your comfort level, because that's basically what it is. We cover it and call it respect, whatever. Because my thing is, if I don't like my man wearing booty shorts to the beach, or like, you know, some guys are really into the short shorts, what they call it, the 5-inch seam.
Man wearing booty shorts.
Some
I'm
women
lost.
don't want you know the whole town to see what they got. Out of respect, out of her comfort level, you know, whatever.
Right.
If my dude look good, I'm like, you gonna wear the shorts I like. That's
Yeah,
to
you
me.
gonna wear the shorts I like.
I want to show my best assets that my man has, right? But if I have to tone it down out of respect, I'm gonna do it. But he's just gonna have to know I'm not censoring my entire being for him. Especially if he knew who I was.
Right. I think I could, as much of a rebel as I want to be.
Allie's like, yeah, I could do that. Nah, I'm not gonna do it.
When with the right partner, right? And we have certain discussions and like we talk about that word respect, and a lot of things fall under that. I definitely would want to cater to that to a certain degree, depending on the intention behind what he's saying.
And the reciprocation too.
Right. So if he's like, look, when you're not with me and you're going out with your girlfriends, it's a bunch of girls, and let's just say, for example, and you're wearing certain things, I'm not there to protect you. I know you could probably hold your own, but I know dudes, right? So it just really depends. But yes, I would be accommodating. But it has to be in a healthy
I already
way.
dress according.
It has to be healthy because you can't just be like, you can't wear this, you can't do this, you can't do that. Like now, like you don't own me. But because there's respect in relationships, yes.
I just feel, well, you know what, I do agree, because some women will still wear whatever going out. I know, just experience in Miami, I don't wear dresses or skirts. Like, that's not my thing, besides church. So if I go out, I'm usually there to go dance. So it's going to be shorts or some type of pant. And that's in addition to safety, because men like to do one of these
Right.
things.
So safety.
I don't know why you feel so entitled to touch my vahuha, but don't do that. And then I get looked at bad.
What you wear make them feel entitled to that. That's the problem.
Right.
So
what you're wearing makes
they feel
them
entitled.
entitled.
Oh, well,
It's kind of going back to
what do you expect
we
when
were
you have a
talking
dress
about.
on? To look good is what I expect.
Going back to what we were talking about, right? We would want to, like we said, in an ideal world, as women, be able to wear certain things and be extremely comfortable. And nipples out, see through everything. I don't have bodyguards walking around me all day. And unfortunately, to protect myself, I'm not going to, as much as I could be a little revealing, I just know when I go into certain environments, and if I'm going to a party, a certain party.
Oh, yeah, you wearing something.
I know that's a thought in my head, like what kind of people are going to be around me and who am I going to be with, right? And I just have to be real. You can't just be so ignorant that you don't follow what you know is the best thing. Right,
you're not discerning your environment. You're not like, all right, I'm going into a dance hall party.
Exactly.
I'm personally, even though there's majority of the women are wearing revealing things, because that's what you find at a dance hall party. I'm not, because I know the recklessness. Like, for some reason, once a dude walks right into that party, common sense goes out the door, and entitlement just swarms their brain. It swarms all logic. So they feel entitled to every woman that's there. Like, well, you're here and you're dressed like this, and you know what type of party it is. I'm gonna grab you.
Right.
So it's like it's like an automatic safety measure that I know some women do take, but there is like an argument where there's women who want to dress however, and there shouldn't be people who feel the need to their bodies. And I agree to that.
I agree with that.
But we're not in a perfect world.
We're definitely not in a perfect world. But I do hope that in time that people could get more comfortable with women just exposing it's their body. Like you
don't even have to expose though.
No, I'm just saying, like, if they wanted to expose themselves as far as
wearing
let
them be free.
Shirt, like, who am I to be like, she's not wearing any clothes, or what is she? You know, it's just.
So all right, I have a question. So, are we credible women when we want to be sexy? Are we credible in society? Like,
apparently, we're not valuable if we show. We don't leave enough to the imagination. What you imagine, and I'm pretty sure you've been with over 20 women and you've gotten burned twice or more.
You know what I've been liking?
What do you need to imagine about another woman's body that you... One thing I always think, if a man's sexually attracted to you, he doesn't respect you. Any man that's sexually attracted to a woman does not respect that woman.
Wait, oh, okay. Interesting.
I've heard that from a man, and I've heard that from some women.
You've heard that when a guy is sexually
attracted to a woman, he does not respect her.
I want to ask a man. I'm sorry, I need to ask.
I
really want to know.
I don't really.
I'm not a guy, so I don't know.
That's what I've heard from a guy.
I don't get that.
Do you respect?
Can you repeat that again?
A guy said, if men are sexually attracted to a woman, they do not respect that woman, because clearly the goal is sex.
Well, okay, so you're saying that if a man is sexually attracted to a woman, he does not. That's what he said. Okay, but does that actually contradict to saying protect all women even if you're not attracted to them?
That's what he said. That's what it is.
But doesn't that kind of like contradict that statement as well too? Because I think it would be the other way around.
Where did that statement come from?
The whole thing.
No.
Protecting all. You need to protect all
women.
Even the women that you are
don't find attractive.
Exactly. Yes.
But being sexually attracted to someone and being attracted to someone isn't the same thing. One, because
is it similar? Is it around the same realm?
Because if a guy is sexually attracted to me, he's not caring for my well-being. He's caring what he can get out of me sexually.
So
that's not the same. That's not the same as finding a woman that you see. Oh, she looks good. You're not thinking the same. Okay, you see a woman with a thong on, pasties on, walking down the street. You're not gonna respect her. You might smash
she's
her.
A sister.
You're not gonna respect her. If you see a woman with a curvaceous body, but she's covered up, it's a fitted dress, but she looks decent in what she's wearing, you'll probably be attracted to her. You probably still want to bone her, but for some reason you'll protect her if something were to happen right then and there. Now, if you see a bum, raggedy looking woman on the street being disrespected by whoever on the street, you're gonna look past her because you look bummy. I'm not gonna get myself into that situation. Those are the stages of that. So when he said, I was shocked when I heard this. Men who are sexually attracted to a woman do not respect that woman. Will they protect her in a certain instance? Probably.
I guess
because she looks good enough. She looks good enough.
Feel respect.
I think it's the other way around. Maybe it depends.
That men don't respect women that they're not attracted to.
I'm not a man. I really
Men
don't
lose respect once they're attracted to you.
Sexually attracted.
Sexually. This is just sexual. This is not attraction. Because it's different stages. Because like you'll see like the man.
He's struggling. See.
Yeah, there should be a survey on
when
that.
I told you my jaw dropped and my heart palpitated, I was like, I need to.
Okay, so the
I
way
don't know
that
what to say.
It sounds
I'm
true.
not completely saying you're wrong or that he's wrong.
It was a new concept for me.
My brain is like,
definitely a new concept for me.
It's a new concept for me, but
Maybe
I get
he's
it.
thinking about it
But
in
I
the
get it.
regards of because a man is sexually attracted to you, he's only thinking about one thing.
It's
so
like
there's no line of respect.
Imagine
there.
that idea, and now
I think it also depends on the level of maturity of the man as well too.
That too.
I can.
That is another.
I can say that maybe I only gave a fuck about a woman's vagina depending on how young I was. But now since I'm older,
boom,
there's more to it than
right.
just your box.
Yeah.
I actually give a fuck about you as a person and who you are as a person,
right.
and what you value, your morals. I think it really depends on how old was that dude when you told me?
I don't even know. He was
Give
like
a guess.
late 30s.
Late 30s.
Yeah, he was wilding.
I think it's kind of like representative.
But a lot of
how old the man is. It's kind of the same thing as like, women only like bad boys. No, women like bad boys when they're fucking young, and then when they get fucking shitted on and fucking get treated fucking bad, up to a point when they get older, it's like, you know what? No, I want a good guy because I do not want to feel this anymore.
Exactly.
Because of my experiences, because I'm older. Does that make sense?
And can men start to feel sexually attracted to women because of non-sexual things about these women?
I know some men who have that, but not all of them.
You are to a whole other conversation.
Yeah, that's a different conversation.
But allow me to do so.
Yeah, like, as I'm getting older, I should have on the mic, honestly, because you guys are not going to be able to hear me. As I get older, there are actually things about women that are like non-sexual. It's actually very sexy to me.
Yeah.
Like what?
A boss.
Amara knows yes. What is it?
You know me.
Top 5.
A boss. Someone who's a go-getter. Come on.
Like ambition, like drive, like intelligence.
You know, Amara loves that word. A boss.
Grace.
Ooh, okay.
In
I like it.
I like
Grace, because grace.
Ooh.
Yes,
If
grace.
you're a woman that has grace, that's able to
style and grace.
command a room in a feminine way, but also command that respect, but you don't have to go to the masculine route as well too. I think that's extremely sexy.
You're lit for that. I like it.
I like that.
I like it.
That's different. I've never heard that in my life.
I really
Love
like
it.
that.
Love
Okay. New Marvel.
All right, producer.
9.
All right,
Boss.
boss.
Marvel 3.0. I forgot the question, but she answered it, and I think I had a thought, but
Sorry, I took us to a whole different road.
But I think the last thing we were talking about, but before I got into like what that random dude said,
that was interesting. I'm a ponder on that.
That women in society, men, you know, when they see women dressing accordingly, that's how they base their value on that woman. Oh, she's showing a lot. Probably, you know, a lot of dudes ran through her, so she's not valuable. She's showing the good. She leaves nothing to the imagination, while the women who are covered up, all right, that's wife. That's someone you could take to mom. That's basically anyone that he's worried about what people think when he's thinking about courting a woman, not courting, but bringing a woman home.
Right.
Basically.
And you know what? I've been realizing that could be, I'm not a man, so I can't speak for that, but I'm realizing that, I do understand what you were saying. If a woman's sexiness discredits her knowledge or so,
we still remain credible while being sexy.
Absolutely. Once they stop being distracted.
Right. What I like about social media, not recently, but I've been seeing people in different lines of profession, women, and then them still being like, I could still wear a bikini.
Yes,
they're doing tasteful things. They're not maybe clapping their ass on camera. Obviously, they have a whole career and image and probably people watching them, but they're still showing them going out. They're showing, they're being diverse. So I'm like, yeah, they are still credible to me. I don't know. I mean, I think to other people and in their profession because they're doing it more and more, which means I feel like it's getting people are embracing it more. Like, yeah, just because she's a doctor does
They're
not
being
mean
normal
she's
people.
never. Yeah,
and people are wowed by it.
Right, like she's a doctor or she's this or that doesn't mean she's never going to wear a bikini.
I think the keyword, the Queen's code of the day is versatility. Because it's only if you lack of versatility that you can only see, for example, a woman in the army in her army suit. And you cannot conceive her wearing an amazing dress. And you know what I'm saying? Yes, she can kill it with guns, but she can also kill it with in heels with a sexy dress. And or a doctor, someone who, you know, they use their brain a lot for work. They can also, you know, slay it in the streets.
We are multi-dimensional. We are getting out of that box of just because you have this before your name does not mean you cannot do this, right? So versatility.
Versatility is, I don't know what y'all think. Yeah,
no, I love that word.
Yeah, that's, we should more embrace that as women, and we should more just the world should just accept that about us.
Yeah.
Last episode we were talking about, can we lead, you know, still being feminine and lead, and I think it's a little bit of the same thing, you know. It's like still be credible, but still be a boss, you know, still be smart, still be a leader.
Yeah, you don't have to be one thing.
I like that topic, guys. Talking about skin and shape.
Little skin never hurt nobody. Look, never little leg.
I'm Caribbean. I love to show it. I love to watch it too.
I love to show it.
And jiggle it too.
So yes, versatility, is that where we're leaving off?
Yeah, I think that was a pretty cool topic, guys. Talk to us, guys. Talk to us about your body. Talk to us about how you feel about other people's
your experiences.
Men, let us know what you guys think. Men, I want to know what men think. Like, what do they think about, you know, like, yes, you see a woman wearing something really, like, sexy. Are you going to, first of all, think about how she would take it in the bed? Or, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to be funny, but it is. You're laughing, but most men,
we have to be real.
Most men see you arriving with a short skirt and heels. What they think about?
They're visual creatures. Come on, we know really men smart. Are visual creatures. They don't know what your personality
she looks like she can do math well.
She looks like she's great at public speaking. They don't know none of that.
Exactly. Public speaking.
I bet she can write a book.
Yeah, on the pole, huh? Yeah.
That's impressive. You can read a book on a pole.
Good job.
That's talent, yo.
But being for real, like, do they box them right away? And obviously, as you get
no, they think about the box right away. That's what they do.
Okay.
Play on words, yes. You are on fire. Box right away. Baby. Forget them boxes.
Do it like it's my day.
It must be boring to only think about vagina as a guy. Like, as
it's
certain
not,
men.
I think it's stimulating for them.
Like, they're trying to think where the next meal is coming from.
I really want to just be a man for one day.
I do not.
You know what? Let's be real.
Just one day. I just want to know.
I can go jogging at night.
And just think about, like a body swap, but actually embody all of the things that they naturally feel.
I think I'm curious about feeling an erection. I'm not going to lie. I said it.
A what?
Maybe you'll understand
feeling
the
an erection,
feel.
an actual erection. Like, I don't know what it is to feel that way.
Oh, the guy. Or I have a lot.
If I had to take something from them, it would be that. Period.
It would be the thought process.
I leave them with the menstrual
think
issues.
About vagina. Like, how often do men just on a day-to-day does vagina just come across their head? Like, they're at work, vagina. They're at the gym, vagina.
Listen, men are just, I had a conversation with my husband. Men are just, it's just automatic, natural. They're animals. Like, they see boobs,
vagina.
They think boobies, ooh. Oh, that would be looking nice in doggy style. Like, you know, like, that's just
what I'm saying. I want to know, like, okay, since they're such visual creatures, like, every time they're in a certain environment, how many times, like, if they're at a meeting, at the gym, with their friend, just
you have no idea.
How often, like, does it subconsciously come across their mind? Like, oh, the waiter walking by. Like, they can't even help it.
The man of the room. Can you tell us? How often do men think about having sex with women, on a daily basis,
or just sexualizing women?
Yeah, or if you have to
every
count.
single opportunity.
All the time.
Okay, he said
I
all
can't
the
lie. I
time.
do that to do too.
All the time.
If they look good though, I'm vain.
All the time. See,
I'm vain.
I'm vain. No, I have standards.
I think women wrap up the episode.
like, let's talk.
This is not for the pod.
Let's talk in profit.
Oh,
And with
All
that
right,
being
guys.
said,
Well, that was a good.
and with that being said,
there's a lot here on the table. First of all, I know it was
know
probably
what?
hard to keep up, but just
I'm a-
give us what you guys thought about this episode.
Yes, I'm gonna tell you guys. See you next episode because I have a feeling it's gonna be a hot topic again.
Of course.
So,
you're scheming. I like it.
Right.
I'm
She's
ready.
thinking.
I'm ready.
girl, that conversation after the pod is gonna be lit.
Right.
See you soon, guys.
Later. Oh my God.